The Bachelorette's Andi Dorfman hospitalized days after giving birth to first baby. After the Bachelorette alum Andi Dorfman suffered postpartum complications after giving birth to her first baby, a daughter, she was hospitalized and underwent surgery. Andi Dorfman is on the mend after suffering postpartum complications following the birth of her first baby. Less than a week after welcoming her and husband Blaine Hart's daughter Harper Bell Hart, the Bachelorette alum was hospitalized and underwent surgery to remove hematomas, or collections of blood that form outside blood vessels. Welp, we're back. This time for Mama, Andi wrote on her Instagram stories December 27th. After getting home, I was in a ton of pain and it was getting worse by the day. Despite the internet saying recovery takes time, I still felt something was wrong and finally after trying every home remedy, called my doctors and they told me to come right in. The 37-year-old continued, turns out I had one large and one small hematoma that were the cause of the pain. Within a few hours, we were at the hospital and prepped for surgery. A very straightforward procedure, but still pretty terrifying having a 6-day-old baby, plus loads of hormones still lurking. Andi said she felt some guilt, worrying about herself instead of her daughter after giving birth. But I realized, the Bachelor Nation star continued, she's no good if I'm no good. Andi, who announced Harper's birth December 22nd and also previously shared she went through 28 hours of labor before welcoming her, also noted a valuable lesson she learned from her postpartum experience. No matter how clueless you are about motherhood, she began, you still know your body best. Listen to it. Yes, recovery is tough and everyone is different, but your instincts are valid and probably right. The Bachelor alum later shared a video of her husband playing with their daughter, captioning it when daddy is on duty. Blaine had praised his wife's strength on social media days before she revealed her postpartum complications and surgery. Needless to say, feeling extra grateful and blessed this holiday season. Thankful for our growing family, but most importantly to an incredibly loving, caring, and strong wife and now mother, in at Andi Dorfman, he wrote on Instagram December 25th. Harper and I are extremely lucky to have you as our navigational beacon. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Blaine and Andi married in Italy in 2023. Read on for updates on the love lives of more Bachelor Nation stars, Joan Vassos and Chalk Chapel. Status: engaged. After appearing on the first ever season of The Golden Bachelor and leaving Jerry Turner's season early, Joan Vassos handed out the roses on the debut season of The Golden Bachelorette. It was there that she met and got engaged to contestant Chalk Chapel. We are living proof that no matter what life throws at you that there is still hope, even at our age, Joan said on The Golden Bachelorette's November 2024 finale before Chalk proposed in Bora Bora. I waited till this moment in this amazing location to tell you that I love you, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I want to wake up next to you in the morning, and I want to kiss you when I go to bed at night. During the season 21 finale of The Bachelorette, it looked like the Bachelor alum Jen Tran was finally getting her happy ending with her final pick Devon Strader. But Jen, 26, revealed on After the Final Rose back in September that Devon, 28, gave her the cold shoulder as soon as the cameras stopped rolling. He was making bold proclamations of love, and then suddenly the next day he was like, nothing, and he denied ever being in love, Jen told host Jesse Palmer during the September 3rd episode. All the promises he had made to me, all of the love that he had wanted to give to me wasn't there anymore. Drama continued to play out when Devon shared a 13-minute video recounting his side of the story to Instagram, where in addition to taking accountability, he shared insight into why he ended the relationship in a 15-minute phone call. While Jen alleged he dumped her during the call in August, he claimed that Jen demanded to know what was wrong as he tried to find a way to break the news in person. I didn't really know what else to do, he explained, noting he had been waiting to tell her in person. She kind of forced my hand. Since then, Jen waltzed over to Dancing with the Stars and possibly into the heart of her partner Sasha Farber as they have continued to spark romance rumors since their October 29th elimination. Victoria Fuller and Greg Grippo. Status: split. In November 2022, Greg Grippo, one of Katie Thurston's suitors on The Bachelorette a year prior, joined Victoria Fuller on the Season 8 finale of Bachelor in Paradise. There, the two announced that they were in a relationship. In April 2024, he revealed the two had called it quits, Johnny DeFilippo and Victoria Fuller. Teresa Nist and Jerry Turner. Status: divorced. Jerry Turner and Teresa Nist got engaged in November 2023 during the finale of the inaugural Golden Bachelor and tied the knot in a January 2024 televised ceremony. However, 3 months after their nuptials, the couple announced that they were breaking up. Teresa and I have had a number of heart-to-heart conversations, and we've looked closely at our living situation, so forth, Jerry said during a joint appearance on Good Morning America with Teresa April 2024. We've come to the conclusion mutually that it's probably time for us to dissolve our marriage. They reached a divorce settlement in June 2024, according to court records reviewed by E! News. Joey Graziadei and Kelsey Anderson. Status: engaged. After courting 32 potential brides, tennis pro Joey Graziadei found his perfect match in project manager Kelsey Anderson. "I can't wait another minute to tell you that I love you," Joey told his final rose recipient, before getting down on one knee during his season's March 2024 finale. "There is something about you. You have this infectious energy that makes me smile. It's a feeling I've never had before." Imagining his forever with the Louisiana native, he continued, "I have known for a while that I've wanted to have a beautiful life, but I truly didn't know how beautiful that life could be until I met you." Kat Izzo and John Henry Spurlock. Status: split. Though underwater welder John Henry Spurlock, one of Charity Lawson's suitors, and nurse Kat Izzo, she competed for Zach Shallcross Hart, didn't connect until midway through Season 9 of Bachelor in Paradise, they were willing to dive into the deep end. "I'm going to try something a little different," he said while offering up an Asher-cut Neil Lane diamond. "I'm following my heart today. My heart's telling me that you're amazing. You are everything that I'm looking for." But days after the finale aired, the duo revealed they no longer saw forever in each other's eyes. "While our paths are taking different directions due to our career goals not aligning," they wrote in a joint Instagram post, "We are grateful for the love and support we've received from our family, friends, and Bachelor Nation." Eliza Isake and Aaron Bryant. Status: split. Despite her nerves about a Paradise engagement, an all-dressed in white Eliza Isake, one of Clayton Eckhart's exes, happily accepted Aaron Bryant's oceanfront proposal. Touched by the software salesman's decision to reach out to her mom for her blessing, she gushed, "I knew I was not in control of what was going to come out of my mouth." The finale's coda acknowledged Charity's ex and marketing manager Eliza had hit some bumps after returning from Mexico, and days later they announced they had officially ended their engagement. "Tricky emotions watching it all unfold," he wrote on Instagram December 2023. "We're leading our amicable split with nothing but positivity and mutual respect for one another." Avon Jones and Kylie Russell. Status: split. Though postpartum nurse Kylie Russell lamented boyfriend Avon Jones' unwillingness to get down on bended knee, a move he was purportedly prepared to make while romancing Bachelorette Rachel Recchia, she ultimately accepted Avon's Paradise proposal to get out of here and make it work. Though that meant her planned engagement gown remained packed, "I just had to do what I felt was right," she said. Love is all about taking risk. 2 days after their December 2023 finale aired, she announced on her Instagram stories that their relationship had dissolved due to multiple infidelities. Avon later issued an apology to Kylie, writing, "I have made major mistakes in the relationship and hurt someone who was very close to me." Charity Lawson and Doton Olubiko. Status: engaged. "I am happy with how this season turns out," Charity Lawson teased to E! News, a statement that way undersold her August 2023 finale. Dropping to one knee, integrative medicine specialist Doton Olubiko proclaimed their love to be perfect, asking the child and family therapist, "Would you do me the honor of turning this fairy tale into a reality?" While their happily ever after awaits, the pair said they're considering a 2025 or 2026 wedding. The Georgia native will first take a spin through the Dancing with the Stars ballroom. "All right, baby," Doton told Charity on The Bachelorette, after the final rose. "So I know you like to cut up, you like to dance, and you like to get down. You know that we've talked about this, about how amazing this opportunity would be. And I am so happy to be the one to tell you that you're gonna be on Dancing with the Stars. Baby, let's go." Zach Shallcross and Katie Bigger. Status: engaged. Zach shall get his happy ending. Despite more than a few fantasy suite-related stumbles, Zach Shallcross ended season 27 in March 2023 down on one knee. "I am so in love with you," he told travel nurse Katie Bigger. You. Danielle Maltby and Michael Alio. Status: split. Mom and Dad. Though they left BP season 7 hand in Neil Lane Diamond free hand, Danielle Maltby, who lost her fiancé to a drug overdose years before she competed on Nick Viall's season, and single dad Michael Alio, he shares 7-year-old son James with his late wife, seemed slated for Bachelor Nation couple goals status. But a year after Maltby relocated from Nashville to be with Olio in Ohio, he confirmed they'd split. "We both threw a lot into this relationship, and it's really awful when it doesn't work out," Olio said on a September 2023 episode of Jason Tartick's Trading Secrets podcast. When things don't work out, when you realize that love is there, but you're not necessarily compatible, you mourn the loss, not of just that person and that friend in your life, but also the future that you had envisioned. Brandon Jones and Serene Russell. Status: split. "I will love you until the end of time. I will love you until my last breath, and I want to start forever with you," Brandon Jones proclaimed while proposing to best friend Serene Russell on Season 7 of Paradise. Alas, their journey was cut short. 5 months after their engagement aired, Brandon, a runner-up on Michelle Young's season, and Serene, who romanced Clayton Echard, announced they had split in a joint May 2023 statement. "We have tried to work privately on our relationship, which has been incredibly challenging in the public eye," they wrote on Instagram. "This has been immensely hard to accept and painful, as there is a lot of love between the two of us. We are deeply hurting and can only ask that there be no hate." Rachel Recchia and Tino Franco. Status: split. Pilot Rachel's engagement to general contractor Tino Franco stalled when he kissed another woman while their 2022 season was still airing. "I do not stand by what I did at all," he said on the Vile Files. "It was not cool. It wasn't fair to Rachel, and it haunts me daily still. It's something I'm ashamed of and certainly wish I could have done it differently like a million times over." Susie Evans and Clayton Echard. Status: split. Well, it was certainly a journey. Susie Evans initially rejected Bachelor Clayton Echard's overtures during the 2022 finale only to reunite with him off-camera, and then split once again 6 months later. But the LA-based videographer insists their breakup was for the right reasons. "The people around me could see that my sparkle had dulled and I was far from thriving," she wrote in a November 2022 post for her blog. Susie was like, "She acknowledged they had joyous moments often, but deep down I was struggling and felt misaligned with the best version of me." Susie went on to date Bachelor Nation member Justin Glaze, before the couple announced they had also broken up in August 2024. Michelle Young and Nate Olukoya. Status: split. Minnesota elementary school teacher Michelle accepted a Neil Lane sparkler from Texas-based sales exec Nate Olukoya and a $200,000 check from producers to put toward their future home. But ultimately, the pair just didn't have the right foundation, announcing their breakup 6 months after their season's finale aired in December 2021. Though he said on the Vile Files, there was lots of ups and downs, lots of arguments, lots of fights, and just not really clicking, not really seeing eye to eye, Nate acknowledged that not having that final split conversation in person was a dick move. Michelle started dating Jack Leas in 2023, and they announced their engagement the following year. Marissa Gunn and Riley Christian. Status: split. Viewers fully got on board with Marissa Gunn and Riley Christian's vision of a future filled with sweet Sunday mornings. But ultimately the BP Season 7 duo only got a couple dozen weekends together. "We have decided to go our separate ways," patient coordinator Marissa, who romanced Peter Weber, and attorney Riley, one of Tashia Adams' suitors, announced in a joint January 2022 statement. "Never did we imagine this, but we've come to a point where we both need to work on ourselves." Demi Burnett and Christian Haggerty. Status: split. Bachelor Nation's first same-sex couple got engaged on Season 6 of Bachelor in Paradise, but announced their 2019 split on Halloween. "What has always been at the forefront of our relationship is love and care for one another. Our priority is doing what is best for us. With a heavy heart full of love for one another, we have decided it is best for us to take a step back from our relationship," they said in a joint statement posted on Instagram. "We ultimately want what is best for us in the long run, and for us right now, that means being apart and growing individually." Paradise lost? Not quite. Though Noah Erb and Abigail Herringer broke up in Mexico during the BIP's 7th season, they realized they could see forever in each other's eyes. Initially settling in San Diego, the travel nurse, who co